The Department of Justice is hitting Los Angeles with a lawsuit over its sanctuary city laws. So DOJ says the policies favor illegal aliens over American citizens. Bill Melugin live in L.A. with more. Hi, Bill.
Danny, good morning to you. The Trump Department of Justice says that L.A. sanctuary policies deliberately impede ICE from being able to do their job. And they say those policies are a violation of the Supremacy Clause of the U.S. Constitution. That clause essentially says that federal law always supersedes state and local laws. So here's a little excerpt as part of that DOJ lawsuit. It reads, quote, the Los Angeles ordinance and other policies intentionally discriminate against the federal government by treating federal immigration authorities differently than other law enforcement agents and by disfavoring federal criminal laws that the city of Los Angeles has decided not to comply with. The Supremacy Clause prohibits the city of Los Angeles and its officials from singling out the federal government for adverse treatment, as the challenged law and policies do, thereby discriminating against the federal government. Now, DOJ goes on to say in the lawsuit that L.A. sanctuary policies directly led to the riots the city saw in recent weeks, and that the city of L.A. rushed to pass their sanctuary ordinance with urgency just days after Trump was elected, as DOJ says, in an effort to, quote, thwart the will of the American people. Now, last night on Fox News, Attorney General Pam Bondi said the DOJ will move forward with this lawsuit, and they are directly naming L.A. Mayor Karen Bass as a defendant.
What they were doing is they were prioritizing illegal aliens over American citizens, and you cannot do that. These sanctuary policies are the root of the cause of violent crime in our country, in L.A. We have sued New York, Illinois, Colorado, New Jersey, and now we've sued Los Angeles, and we will continue to sue you if you do not follow the laws of our country.
And Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass has not yet publicly responded to the DOJ lawsuit against her city. She has not returned Fox's request for comment, nor has she posted about the lawsuit on social media. However, she is having a press conference in about 3 hours from now where she says she will be responding to this lawsuit. And back out here live, what DOJ is asking for is they want a federal judge to block L.A. sanctuary policies from being enforced, and they want those policies to be ruled illegal and unlawful. The judge assigned to this case is Judge Fernando Olguin. He is an Obama appointee here in Los Angeles. We'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Bill. Thank you.
So I want to bring in Bill Esaley, U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California. Sir, thank you for your time. Thanks for being here. You just heard Bill's reporting there. What does the mayor say about this in a few hours?
You know, she's probably going to defend her ordinance. She's going to say that the city of L.A. is essentially a sanctuary from immigration laws. But the whole point of this lawsuit is that it is not. These politicians have conditioned the public to really believe that they can exempt themselves from our immigration policies. And this lawsuit is to remind them that they are still part of the United States of America.
Okay, here is a councilman in L.A., okay, Hugo Soto Martinez. He says Trump is tearing families apart, and he's trying to force every city in town to help him carry out his white nationalist agenda. We refuse to stand by and let Donald Trump deport innocent families. We're going to do everything within our power to keep families together. What do you say to that, Councilman?
You know, this guy shouldn't be anywhere near public office. What the president, the attorney general, and myself are doing is we are enforcing the law as written by Congress. And if these politicians don't like the law, if Karen Bass doesn't like the law, she should have changed it when she was in Congress. But they didn't do that. So we're not going to be lectured by these lawless politicians who, frankly, are more interested in protecting illegal aliens, criminal illegal aliens, than American citizens. And so there's a new sheriff in town, and it's the federal government, and we will not be deterred.
Okay, I'm going to get to this executive order in a moment, but I want to ask you about these 6 Republican lawmakers in California. They're asking for flexibility, all right? This is what they write. Recent ICE raids are not only targeting undocumented workers, but also creating widespread fear among other employees, including those with legal immigration status. The fear is driving vital workers out of critical industries, taking California's affordability crisis and making it even worse for our constituents. The policy has seesawed a little bit, would you not say? Look, the president's given a little bit of wiggle room. Like, where does that go? How do you stretch that balloon or restrict it?
Look, we've always been clear. Our priority is criminal illegal aliens, and that's who we focus our resources on. But when we're a state like California, which we cannot get any cooperation from the locals, We have to cast a broader net. We have to go into the community and do immigration operations. And what the president has said is we cannot just ignore the law. So if there are people out there we encounter that are here unlawfully, they're going to get deported. That's just the way it works. But that's not, we would prefer to just focus on criminal aliens. And that's why these sanctuary policies are so bad. But also, I disagree with the comments in there. If you're here legally, you have nothing to worry about. We are going after people who violate the law and do not have a status in the United States. So that's where we're at.
All right, one quickly, just put up the map here, guys. 32 states now could lose federal funding if they ignore the executive order that bars them from offering tuition assistance to illegals. There's a lot of money on the line there. How's that going to go?
Look, that's a risk they're going to have to take. Look, the federal government has always had a lot of control over the purse, over giving a lot of money to the states. And if they choose to flout immigration laws, they're going to face some consequences.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.